7:50 midnight. I got the perp with the shotgun inside the house right now. Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands. I'm hit.
Hi everyone, Donut here. We got a heck of a video for you again today. A bunch of butt puckering going on. This one's gonna end with one of the most terrifying officer-involved shootings we've seen. We're talking about a suspect with a shotgun. A shotgun fired down a narrow apartment hallway at point-blank distance. This is not a video game where the pellets magically spread into nothing. As the legend Clint Smith once said,
"Pistols put holes in people. Rifles put holes through people. Shotguns at the right range with the right load will physically remove a chunk of shit off your opponent and throw that shit on the floor."
Before we get into that absolute nightmare of a scenario for any police officer, we got a couple of other incidents I wanted to talk about. A warm up to that absolute freaking chaos. So buckle up. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Our sponsor for the video is ExpressVPN. You guys probably know what a VPN is by now, a virtual private network. But if you don't, let me explain it real quick. Basically, everyone can see what you're doing on the internet. ExpressVPN can keep people from seeing what you do on the internet. Basically, they take all of your internet traffic and they route it through secure servers so no one can see it. ExpressVPN is useful for many things, including protecting you while you're using Wi-Fi anywhere. If you're in a coffee shop, your data is going to be flying through the air if you connect to their Wi-Fi. ExpressVPN keeps bad guys and hackers from seeing your information. My favorite part about it, though, is I can watch shows and movies from other places in the world that the United States doesn't have. For instance, you can connect to Netflix over in the UK and get different shows. Let's say I want to watch shows that are exclusive to Netflix in Germany. Boop. And boop, look at that. I'm a nerd, so I watch a lot of anime. It's very useful for that. Not only does ExpressVPN protect your information and allow you to watch shows from all over the world, their speeds are the fastest out of any other VPN provider. 24/7 customer service. You can connect up to 8 devices with one subscription. Why, yes, you can use ExpressVPN on your phone too.
Right now, you can get an extra 4 months free by clicking the link in the description below.
Click that link below or go to expressvpn.com/donutoperator to get those 4 months free. That's expressvpn.com/donutoperator.
All right, we're gonna start this video off with something a little lighter where no one has a shotgun. They do have a baby stroller though. What had happened was an officer walks up to a woman inside of a CVS who's pushing a stroller around. He asks her a very normal question. I assume the employees had called 911 and said, hey, there's a lady in here acting a little bit suspicious. So the officer walks up and asks her a completely normal question. Hey, is your baby in there? And she freezes like a raccoon caught in a flashlight.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you putting in your stroller?
Nothing.
Yeah? You want to lift it? Is that a baby in there?
No.
Just no explanation, no confusion, just that super guilty face. All right, already kind of a funny run in. So officers follow up with the obvious question.
So what's in there?
Stuff, that's it. Well, there's a blanket covering the stuff, so the officer lifts it up to see what's underneath there. It is a mountain of stolen products. The woman robbed the entire hygiene aisle and shoved it in a fake baby cave. And the second he lifts the sheet, she immediately blurts out,
I did this with my sister. She's in the car.
zero loyalty. This woman is a canary. She is singing. Folded in 0.3 seconds. Didn't even try to lie better. Officer tells her to turn around. She doesn't resist. She actually does turn around because after the world's worst alibi, the handcuffs are incoming. Dirty snitch. And then the officer, being a king, says,
I'll get your sister too, because she's probably in that handicap parking spot.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know.
so they're stealing and abusing the handicap parking space. Peak scumbag behavior. She tries to argue, then the officer hits her with some of this.
I had to.
You don't have to do anything.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't. So you need to steal moisturizing conditioner, right? You need to steal perfume, right? Or detox shampoo, right? You need to steal shampoo, right? And ovulation strips.
Okay, sir.
And now she gets loud, starts demanding a supervisor. Because apparently people who steal shit think that supervisors are just magical fairy judges who show up and say, all right, you're free to go. If you guys don't watch my stream or Donut Operator TV, there's a couple of more. As per the case law, Florida versus home base, if you pulled into your own driveway, you can't be arrested. You also can't be arrested if you're on your way home from work. You cannot be arrested if you are pregnant. Also can't be arrested if you're an Uber driver. Can't be arrested if mom and or, well, not dad, because they never have dads. If mom's on scene. There's a couple more. You might have to watch Donut Operator TV to see them. Anyways, calling for a supervisor, it never really works. It never has, it never will. You're not gonna be unarrested. So the officer escorts our CVS bandit out and she screeches.
I didn't do nothing. Sir, I want a supervisor. supervisor.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Okay, so we have the I didn't do nothing. I think I can't breathe comes next. Anyways, I didn't do nothing is such an insane thing to yell. Immediately after confessing to stealing all this shit and then blaming your sister, who is, I guess, the getaway driver. But now we get the bonus round. The officer walks over to the sister, the getaway driver, you might say, who is sitting in the handicapped parking spot. He tells her to get out of the car, and boy, he is not happy. The moment that she steps out of the car, he starts going in on her too. Straight dad talking them.
Sit down. 229, clear traffic. You're going to jail, okay? At a minimum for obstruction. You don't pull away from the police.
I didn't pull away from you. You're pulling on me. You snatched me.
And your car smells like so we're going to search that, and you're parked here, okay? And you're not handicapped.
I know, but sir,
That's not how you use a decal for handicap now, is it?
Guess what the weed smell means? That's right, it is search time. And surprise, surprise, she's using a handicap placard illegally. If you're driving the car and you're not the disabled person who the handicap placard belongs to, especially if you're parking in a handicap spot, you can't do that. Meanwhile, the first woman who got caught with a stroller is screaming like a banshee, screaming like a child who was told that they can't have that piece of candy at the checkout. The officer calmly explains why she's going to jail, and she screams louder, as if the volume of her screeching is going to undo the theft she just committed on camera and then admitted to. So yeah, just a silly little story about two adults who made very poor decisions that day. Is it illegal to stuff an entire dinner and snacks and dessert into a stroller, then push it into the movie theater, then watch a movie? Anyways, on to our next story. The next video that we're gonna watch is not funny, it's pretty important. Pretty fucking scary, actually, because this is exactly how officers can be seriously injured or hurt. Let's head on over to Duluth, Minnesota. An officer initiates a traffic stop and steps out of his vehicle like he's done 1,000 times before. And then out of nowhere, he gets clipped by a passing vehicle. You can hear it, you can see it damn near takes his arm off. His arm is smashed. The camera cuts and then we jump to dash cam. Well, the vehicle that hits him keeps driving. Now here's another angle of the incident. From above, you can clearly see the officer stepping out of his vehicle, lights on, fully visible. The driver comes up from behind the patrol car, doesn't give him space even though he had plenty of time, almost wrecks into the back of his patrol car. Another Duluth officer was in the area and immediately stopped the driver who hit Hudson. Muskin said the motorist was arrested for criminal vehicular operation resulting in injury, DWI, and possession of a controlled substance, fent. So it was a high and or drunk retard. Either way, driver, dumbass. If an officer pulls you over for failure to get over, they're gonna f you with every ticket in the book because this is how cops get killed all the time. So please, move over. Thankfully, somehow the cop in the video that we just watched was not seriously injured. And let's end the video with a shooting. A gnarly shooting that should scare the shit out of any officer. This one is nightmare fuel. Brooklyn, New York, November 17th, 2025. Speaking of New York, did you just see there's a new fire commissioner who's never been a firefighter? But hey, at least she's gay. So the shotgun video we're gonna talk about, the gnarly shooting. This whole thing started hours before the officer involved shooting we're gonna cover. Just before 6 a.m., a man is shot and killed on Thomas Boyland Street. Boyland, holy shit, I think I got that right. Boyland, maybe? Epstein's Island? Thomas S. Boyland Street, Brooklyn. So some dude gets popped and killed. Neighbors wake up to 2 loud shotgun blasts. People don't know what's happening. It's early as shit. Everyone stays inside. Nobody knows where the shooter is. Police arrive and find the victim dead outside of a building. At this point, officers know exactly what they need to do. Lock the scene down, preserve evidence, wait on crime scene investigations to arrive, and then try and figure out where this dude is. They don't realize the gunman is hiding in a nearby building. Inside the building, officers are positioned on the first floor, guarding evidence and keeping residents safe. Now fast forward to around 7:45 a.m. An officer is standing in the hallway briefly talking to a resident. They catch a glimpse of the suspect with the shotgun.
7:50 midnight. I got the perp with the shotgun inside the house right now.
Officers break the door down and continue going after him.
With a shotgun?
Kevin, come on. Right here.
Yo, put that.
No, in the left, Come here, so stay here.
Put it down, man. Put it down.
One of the officers tells the other to flank the guy, go around, make sure he can't escape.
Stay here. Just come here. I got eyes on the door. You go on the other side. 3 David Midnight. It's the first floor, middle apartment. It's gonna be male black with a ski mask on, with a shotgun in his hand.
Now, the horrifying thing is the officer doesn't realize that the suspect is closer than he thinks. The suspect opens the door right next to him, holding a shotgun, feet away. Now, of course, they both fire on each other.
Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands.
Let's run that back in slow motion. This is one of those moments where milliseconds decide which one of you walk away, if either one of you do. The shotgun's already coming up before your brain can catch up on what to do. Despite being hit by the shotgun, the officer returns fire, striking the suspect several times. The suspect retreats back into the apartment. Additional units, of course, rush to the scene after they hear that an officer has been shot.
Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands. I'm hit.
The injured officer is loaded up into a patrol car and rushed to the hospital. Later, once the building is secured, specialized units clear the whole thing. That's when they discover the suspect deceased inside of the apartment, with his shotgun laying beside him. The officer survives after taking some birdshot to the face. Thank God it was birdshot. He's treated at the hospital and released later that same day. He was bruised, injured, and scraped all to hell, but at least it wasn't buckshot or a slug. All right, what did we learn? Don't steal. Don't take handicap parking spaces. Move over for cops and don't shoot at them with a shotgun. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, you got donutoperator.com, my second channel, Donut Operator TV, pepperbox.tv, or just follow me on any social media platform. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Whacker.